Breathe forward. Hello, Sukhasana, beginning, new beginnings. Sit comfortably, aligned and relaxed, with least effort. Not changing anything except the fold of your legs so that you make sure that you're comfortable and protecting yourself during the practice, starting here. So no pain. Little discomfort is okay at times. But hopefully here you can find a way of supporting yourself and sit without discomfort, knowing it won't be a long time, letting your hands rest on your legs so your nervous system will register the ease of your support of your arms. Close your eyes. Just let your breath be natural and free. Let yourself settle. Taking about 10 breaths time. By noticing your breathing, the sensations of your body, we can find some space from that endless chatter of our thoughts. Breathe in, sit up tall. Breathe out, navel towards the spine. Really firmly take it in and up. Try to keep that in there, but lessen that degree a little bit and breathe again. So we keep that light toning in the low belly. And that helps us support as we reach up our arms with the shoulders down for some breath of fire to awaken our energy. So it's an even rhythmic breath without pausing. Inhale, exhale, your own speed, about 10 breaths. Slower is easier. Through your nose. Pause at any time. One more inhale, stretch it out, reach up. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. Free breath. Ujjayi. And second set, breath of fire, arms up, shoulders down. And 10, inhale deeply, stretch. Exhale, heart center. Press your thumbs gently in to your chest. Rest your arms into your body. Feel your heartbeat. Lift up your elbows. Seal your hands. Breathe in. And coming to forward fold with the spine. So you need to hinge forward from your hips. Take down your hands and work with yourself. That may be just enough there, or walk yourself out and down. Just wait for your body to tell you that's good. And then bring your head down. Let it go side to side a few times to release tension. Let your shoulders be broad. So an external rotation towards the pinky side of the hands. Lightly draw your belly back. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Feel complete on that last exhale. Inhale, walk it in. Going into the back bending position with the fingers forward. Heart lifting pose. Lean back into your hands with your elbows bending. Outward spiraling energy in the hands to stretch your chest. Lengthen your spine. Lift your heart and gaze downward. Down towards your cheeks, down towards your knees. And take one more deep breath. Try to just work your way into opening in this shape. Exhale. Inhale energy upright. Right side, side bending pose, your own way. Just let your arm curl over your head, over your ear. Other arm supporting. Gently reach your hip towards the floor on that opposite side. 3, about 5 breaths in each pose, with some exceptions. 1 more breath out. Release slowly. Pause, sit tall, breathe in, fingertips on the floor. Breathe out, exhale, second side. Just the right amount of sensations. You feel some lengthening as you reach your arm overhead, and then take that hip towards the floor on the opposite side. With your supportive arm, make sure it's comfortable, not crunching in your shoulder. One more breath. Inhale slowly to come up. And last way, we rotate our spines into twist. Reach across, twist, catch your knee, other hand behind, and look back. As deeply as it feels good, that mobility in the neck keeps us free in our bodies. Also side with the eyes and take one more deep, slow breath. Let your head release back to center with the rest of your spine. Sit tall, breathe in. Breathe out, reach out both arms, catch your opposite knee, other hand behind, look back, gaze back. 5 breaths. Even breaths with sound through the nose. Ujjayi pranayama. Gently connect with that for the practice. Calming, also energizing when you need it to be. In a pose like this, we can breathe really slowly. One more time. Exhale and return to center. Draw in your feet towards your body. Bring them in close with your hands. Shift your hands forward and practice shifting and taking your legs back. Coming to quarter dog pose for a moment. Tuck your toes, head down, arms long. Long spine, one more breath. We'll come back to it. Inhale up to your hands and knees. If you need cushion under your knees, place it there. Lift your low belly towards your spine and be neutral. And then forward fold, so round your spine, cat spine. Breathe in. Breathe out 5 times. Once more. Coming to back bending by releasing that roundness. Keep your low back neutral. Bring your heart forward. Lengthen the front of your body gently. And exhale, release, side flexion. Side bending on our hands and knees. Right hip and shoulder come close to each other and the left side spreads. Let your head just follow the movement, resting downward. So you control how deeply you practice each shape. One more breath to see what kind of space you got. Maybe you're already there, it's all good. Release slowly out of side bending and come to the other side for 5. Inhale 1, exhale. You can let your eyes close, taking an internal gaze between your eyebrows, or keep the eyes soft and steady, right off the nose. That's part of stilling the mind, is the steady eyes. Last breath, side flexion. And return to center. Now for twisting, threading the needle pose from the tabletop. Right arm, palm up, sliding through. So use your left arm to slowly lower yourself to your skull above your ear, carefully. And try to rest your feet together for some support back there, uplift in the belly. If you feel really safe, you can take your left hand away and drape it across your back or reach it to the sky. I find that keeping it on the floor really gives you lots of nice control over stretching your neck and head and spine. Last 2 breaths slowly. Inhale energy, press your hand, come up, open out, still breathing in. Exhale, center, back to child's pose. Don't tuck your toes, rest back and down. Head releasing, breath deep. Last exhale, inhale up for the other side, threading needle. Left arm through, head down carefully. Feet come together. Refine your right hand so you have its support. You can gently roll towards the back of your skull. Notice the breath moving a little faster here to accommodate the effort. One more time. Feeling complete with each thing. Then inhale to release and take downward facing dog. One breath, exhale. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Bend your knees as needed and fold forward, breathing out. Usually likes to stand up, so a little bend in your knees. Press your feet. Rise up, reach up. And exhale, settle down into your heart center with your hands again, just drawing them into the body and the little uplift of the heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach your arms, let them come together at heart center and up to the sky, really. Reach them away from your feet. Exhale to forward fold. Wherever your hands land, head down. Third slow breath to half lift. It's okay if you bring your hands up higher to your shins. There's a forward energy here, and then we exhale, step it back to plank pose or chaturanga. If you want to add that elbow bending. Just that one breath. Inhale energy, fiercely press your arms straight and stretch your belly to upward dog. Gaze to your nose. And exhale energy, flip your feet, downward facing dog, a moment for refinements and 5 steady breaths. Knowing you can always take quarter dog with the knees down if you ever need to for any reason. This is a belly center pose and also a heart reaching pose. One more breath, lengthen your spine, reach your hips away from your hands. Exhale it out. Inhale to halfway lift, so we step forward and halfway lift, stretching that breath. Slowly breathe out to your forward fold. Tuck your chin. Inhale to stand, rise, reach. Go really slowly. And exhale, arms down into the sides of the body. Pause. Very intentional with your energy and noticing it. Surya Namaskara B. Bend your knees, reach your arms. One breath to Utkatasana. Exhale, one breath to Uttanasana, the forward fold pose. Halfway lifting, we extend the spine. Exhale, bend knees, spread hands, take legs back. Plank, hold, or chaturanga, bend the elbows, hug them in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Breathe slowly. You can always take an extra breath if you need it. And exhale, one breath to downward dog only. Right foot steps forward, angle your back heel. Warrior A, rise all the way up into the pose. Take an extra breath. Exhale, release to your plank pose or your chaturanga with the elbow bend. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders back. It's a great warming up sequence. And exhale, one breath, downward dog. Left foot forward, angle the back heel. Press your feet, rise up, warrior A, hands meet. Take an extra breath. And exhale, release back, Palakasana or Chaturanga. One more time, upward dog. And then we come to the down dog for 5. Where downward dog starts to feel like a resting pose. Observe its calming quality, its forward foldedness. Breathe out, last time. Press your hands to lengthen your spine. Inhale to step forward and half lift. Exhale to fold forward. Breathe out, long spine. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms, Utkatasana. And exhale, return to your heart center. Pause, take a free breath. Working on your toning of your bandhas here. You're containerizing your strength into your low belly center. Bend your knees and reach out your arms as you step to the right side on your mat. So wide feet, arms stretch, and stretch your chest. Exhale when you're ready, over to triangle pose to the right side. Catch your big toe or rest on your shin. Lengthen your neck and work from your belly center. So anchor in the belly. Use the breath for support. Taking one more. Letting inhale energy and a strong tummy bring you up safely. Stretch your inhale and over to the other side with your exhale. Breath and movement together. Long neck, belly toned. Eyes up towards the sky, just out the sides. Parsvadrishti, side gaze. Inhale, rise up. Back to the wide feet with the reaching arms. And exhale, bring your hands to behind, interlace. Refine your wide standing pose if you'd like to take it a little wider to help get your head closer to the floor. Ground your feet, firm your legs. Breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, forward fold, slowly, process. Let your knees bend if they have to. Maybe not. You just don't go as far. That's one way of working. Arms reach away from your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Try to hold steady instead of bouncing. Welcome the strength of these slow holds. Steadiness is a very grounding quality. Take one more breath. Try to relax your shoulders. See if you've got a little more space there. And ready with an inhale to reverse out. Let your hands lead your way out and relax, release your arms. Send your right toes out to the corner of your mat, closest to where they are, and bend your knee in that same direction for side lunge. Come to rest on your bent knee side or take the floor with both hands. Optional, turn up your back foot onto your heel for 5. This is a good Mula Bandha pose with the legs far apart. See if you can find a little uplift in the pelvic floor muscles. Connected to the belly, so if you can get the belly one, you can start to work on it. Just one more breath. A determined press to come out. and up. And then turn your other toes towards the corner. Bend out your knee. Choose your arm resting position. Lift up your back toes, optional, neck relaxed. Maybe close your eyes, a little meditation on your root chakra and your Mula Bandha. Like a soft flame lifting up the center of the body. One more breath out. Inhale, coming up and make your way to the top of your mat in your own way. Pausing to receive. And then let's kind of forward fold. Catch your front hip points with your fingers. And so we just draw that back as we fold over it, drawing the belly up towards the spine. And then take your arms into Uttanasana, holding opposite elbows. If your knees need to be bent, let them bend. Otherwise, just have them slightly soft. Weight of the arms hanging down. Switch up your elbow hold. Try to keep lengthening, keep calming. Breathing out. One more time. Hands back to the fronts of the hips. Press your feet, stand up. And take your hands back to your sacrum, that triangular shaped bone at the back of the pelvis. And take your feet slightly wider for a wider foundation. Breathe in, breathe out, ground into your feet and legs. Close your eyes and think downward energy. And then inhale into standing back bend. Just press your pelvis forward, lift your rib cage, gaze towards your nose, and go back to your own comfort. And one more breath out. Remember to come up with your heart first. Let your head come last. And release. You can keep your feet where they are for the standing side bend. Arms up, shoulders down. Catch your opposite elbow or arm and side bend to the right, looking downward. Last time, gently explore that shape. Breathe in, come up, release your arms all the way down. Again, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale, catch your elbows. And exhale, side bend, left side, downward gaze. Is there any gripping anywhere that you can release? Good. 3. Exhale one more time. Navel towards the spine. That helps protect as you come up. And exhale, release down your arms. One more way with the spine, standing twist, bow and arrow twist. Pick up your bow so you have this turning on the muscles of the upper body. Take it back to the right side, look back, pull the bow tight, squeezing your fists. Feel yourself anchored in your legs, feet, pelvis. One more breath. Energize, activate your upper body muscles. And exhale, release your arrow and come back to center. Pause. Other side, squeezing the fists, activating the arms. Turn back, gaze back, 5 breaths. We're creating tension to release it here. Just the right amount of squeeze and activation. Give it one more breath. Try to grow a little, getting ready to release. And then exhale, release that arrow. Come back to your center and pause. Here are the Drasana A. Take your right leg back. Bend your front knee over your ankle. Come down nice and low into your warrior lunge. A little tail tuck energy. Shoulders down, empty your coat sleeves. And then take up your arms. Palms press. Lift your face towards the sky a little bit and gaze to your nose tip for 5. Present with the energy of both feet. 4, 3, 2, shoulders off the ears. And 1. Changing to the other side at the back of your mat. You can bring your arms down or not as you change round. Warrior A, second side, back of the mat. If you want to try looking towards your thumbs, just don't strain. Tip your face upward a little bit. 2 more breaths, make the most of them. Last exhale. Inhale, open your arms front and back. Your back toes go to the side. Turn to the front hand. Your right hand. Warrior B. Hold steady. Deeply breathe 1 more time. Change to the front of the mat once again. Just 1 step at a time, this process. Find your shape. Set your shoulders. Gaze forward and breathe. Keep your knees centered. And exhale. Coming down. Frame your front foot. Take your leg back. Knees down for upward dog. Knees down for quarter dog. And take 5. Just come to the earth, ground, settle. One more breath, send it where you need it. Where does it feel tight or stuck? And then let's come out to your belly. So bring your forearms down. Pick up 1 knee at a time. Take the feet back. Find your forearm plank. 5. Hug the elbows and the toes towards each other. So the whole front body is firming. Last breath. Exhale. Release down your belly. Release your feet. Legs together. Hands by your chest. Cobra pose. Having this moment to just rest and find the shape. Then inhale, lift your chest, lift your head, breathe 5 times. So try to activate your legs, your bandhas, strengthening in the low back. 2 more breaths, maybe lift up your belly a little more if that feels okay. Really honor it. And exhale, slowly come down. Half frog pose for 5 breaths to the right. Slide your knee on the floor on the side. Curl over towards the right. Rest your head, turning your head to the right side as well. Soften, 5 breaths. Finding gentle side bend. Relax as much as you can. I'm going to stretch it to 8 breaths. Just to pause a little longer, grounding, continuing to soften. We've been doing lots of engaging. Last breath out. Straighten out your leg, return yourself to center, and bring your other knee up alongside you. Just curling around towards it a little bit for a little side bend. Rest your head, relax your feet, your toes. Your belly breathes into the earth. And see if you can keep softening for 3 more slow rounds. And last one, feel complete. Stretch out your legs slowly and return to center. For a twist position on our bellies called open out twist. So we're going to take the arms down beside you with your palms down so you have an internal shoulder. And widen your feet about mat width. Let's go to the right first. So use your left foot and your left hand to roll yourself over towards the right side. I'm really using my left toes a lot to help push myself up and go back, just the right amount. You might have a lot of tension in that front shoulder and chest, so just stay with not too much. One more breath. And carefully release back to your belly. So now the left palm is down. Use your right foot and toe, big toe, to help you lift your chest and reach your arm back. So that right leg is the most active part of the pose. The rest is just opening. Let your head go back as well. It's okay. Poses bring stuff up sometimes. Just try to stay with your breath. One more time. And exhale, release. Let's go back to a wide child's pose. If you'd like to spread out a blanket for cushioning, that's just fine. So have a moment for that. We'll do a kneeling set in all the directions, starting with wide balasana. Feel how the breath naturally moves into your back rib cage, and let it, encourage it. It'll help stretch out your intercostal muscles between the ribs. Let your breath find space, resting here. Only making a little effort with the breath, not with anything else. Even relax your bandhas. Last time. And let your inhale, let you gently rise up and find knees underneath your hips position with cushioning if you need it. Take your hands to your waist for a moment and just ground the tops of your feet and arrive. Transition to kneeling. Learning to stand on our knees. Crossing your right ankle over your left, so we do crossed legs behind. And then take your right elbow under your left for eagle pose arms, lifting straight up and then maybe back a little bit, pelvis forward. Mula Bandha, so reactivate your core, navel towards the spine. Just the right amount. Let this feel good for your body. Energizing, empowering. One more breath. Bring yourself back to center and release your arms and your legs. Change the cross of your legs the other way. Have a moment with that. Your brain says, hey, what's going on? Just let your brain have that project. And then the left elbow, long arms. Really reach them long so you have room to wrap. Exhale. If it feels good, lift up your rib cage, press your pelvis forward, gently back bending, trusting your legs, trusting your core. Yeah, and 2 more breaths. Breathe deeply into it. Remember to bring your heart up first, and then your head, and release arms out like a star. Then cross your legs and relax to heart center. Parigasana, right leg straight out to the side with the toes forward. So you ground your inner and outer foot. And then side bending. Go slowly in and slowly out of side bends. Just find a way of reaching over that feels nice in your body right now. Put your other foot behind you, offer some support. Just breathe into the shape. Iron latch of the gate. Taking one last exhale. Remember to come out with some gentleness to the other side. Ground your foot. Pause. Ground your foot behind you. When you're ready, ease your way over. Gaze downward or to your nose. Last time. Exhale, navel to the spine. Inhale, coming up. Return to both knees. Look back, twist. One breath. Other side. One breath. And coming through to sit down. So we can reverse what we've been doing where we take our legs back. Now we can bring the legs through. Spread your hands, cross your ankles. Just work your way through. Just keep practicing that if you're interested in it. Coming to seated with straight legs. If you would like, you can still sit on your blanket. Pause with your hands on the floor and your toes drawing back. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And then let your breath rise up to your chin as you breathe. Your chest will rise up and fall down. Deeply stretch your neck. Firm your legs. Staff pose. We include that throat lock, the upper bandha. Breathe out. Inhale, lift your head, reach your arms. Exhale, reach out as far as you can, and then come down and catch your feet or legs wherever you reach. Draw your belly back and come to forward fold. The back of the body stretching here. Soles of the feet to the top of the head. Paschimottanasana, Western facing stretch. One more deep breath. Find space. Find ease. Inhale, coming up, let your toes go ahead and start pointing out for heart lifting pose. Fingers forward, hands back. If you'd like, lift up to Purvottanasana where you lift your hips as well. Just 5 breaths, squeeze your glutes. Keep your head comfortable. You can take it back if you enjoy that. Lift your hips high. Use your bandhas. Press your hands, strong legs, everything. Eastern stretch. One more time. And carefully return down. Sitting up. Infinity pose to the right. Cross your left ankle over your right and catch your toes together so they do a little hook, which comes up in other poses as well. So we learn to hook them together. Take your arms out beside you and just roll to the outside of your right hip and lift. Keep your hip down on the floor. Let your arms have enough room so your shoulders can stay lifted, or your neck can lift out of your shoulders. Curiosity, just the right amount for today. Side bending with our seated position. We're explorers in our bodies. Come on back to center and take the other side. Cross ankles, have a moment to have that hook the feet, send a little loving awareness to your feet and gratitude. Infinity pose, second side, roll towards the left side of your body. Lift out of your shoulders. The gaze just comfortably following you back. Fourth breath. Last time. And returning to center. Now twisting, Marichyasana C. Bend your right knee, place your foot on the floor, bring it in nice and close, but with a little space between the legs, between the feet. Sit up tall, hold your knee, breathe in, other leg active. Exhale, twisting. So you have this foundation to twist your spine. You can take a hand to the floor behind. Just the right amount. Breathe into it. Last time. Feel yourself get more calm as you stay. Exhaling energy back to center. Marichyasana, it's one of the sage poses. C variation, twisting. Space between the feet. Sit up tall, breathing in. And breathe out. Create your twist. Hand behind for support. So you're holding on with your arm, your right arm, and you can use that to create the twist. So this might be one of the deeper twists of the practice. Twice more. Last time. Exhaling energy to release. And getting ready to come to our backs. So if you want to apply your socks or long sleeves to stay warm, bring your blanket, any props you need. Straight legs lie down. So this practice, doing it over and over again, helps us be strong, and also part of that just ability to move around easily. So we let the spine round as you go back and resist. Reach forward with your hands. Slowly. You reach forward with your head as well. Tuck your chin, and then at some point your spine will release to the floor. And come into bridge position for a moment. Just resting in bridge. Find the earth with your body. Center your spine so that energy can flow. So breathe along that main central channel of the body, from the root to the crown. A few times. Feel calmness, space in your mind. Inhale, lift up to bridge pose. Not your biggest effort, but just one set. Nice open feet, strengthening these muscles around your hips for 8 breaths. Just a medium effort. Keep your neck long, so forehead higher than the chin, or equal. 7. Last breath, give it a little up of that work, just create a little more squeeze and lift. And exhale, soften those muscles as you come on down. Slowly. Forward folding on our backs, Halasana pose. Pick up your feet. If you can do your legs straight, you can lift straight legs. Feet up, legs up. So we start plow by just bringing the legs towards. So you can stay right here. Fine. If you like the practice of lifting up your hips, keep your head centered, your neck long. Take your arms down. We'll stay for 8 breaths. You can always release your spine down if you need to. Forward fold, lying down on our backs. Just feel the weight of your legs working with gravity to create the shape. The tops of your feet can touch the floor. If you'd like to interlace your fingers, you may. Calmly breathe. Twice more. And exhale. Let's come down slowly as possible. Take some time. Roll through if you need to. Just roll on out or go a little slowly. And then bring your knees into your chest with a little space between. Draw your shins, press them down. Spread your low back. Exhale. Feet to the earth. Figure 4. Right leg stretches, activates, reach. Bend your knee, knee to the side. Cross your legs and check in. Where are you with this side? You can bring the legs in. You can just adjust where your foot is on the floor. Further out, closer in. Take your elbows wide. Rest your hands open. Unless you're holding on to bring your legs in. Just relax where you feel some positive releasing. Feel the anchoring quality into the belly of each exhale. And the practice is grounding by nature in a lot of ways. Touching the earth, weight coming into the earth. Releasing tension so you feel settled. And let's finish up with this side. Carefully releasing down and uncrossing. And stretch the leg as you came in and then release. Other side, up, reach, bend, turn to the side, rest, open, draw in or not. Work with this side of your body. Find that sweet spot where it's just right for you. So just meet your body where it is. If one side is really different, work with that. Be loving towards that. It's not going to help us if we give ourselves a hard time about what is. Accepting what is part of the practice. You can accept that that's frustrating or hard, so emotions are free as well. A little bit longer with this side, a few more breaths time. And then come down slowly and release. Take both knees over to the right side, just in an easy way that feels nice in your body. Let your legs arrange. Turn your head away. Reach out your arms and rest and open and twist on your back. Starting to get very soft and restful as we finish. Stay present. Just be with the different energy of different parts of the practice. Deeply breathe again. Wait for an inhale to come. Stretch it out. And the exhale to match it, stretching it out as well. And softly breathe as you return to center. Pause. Other side, arranging the legs first. Turning your head, reaching out your arms, whatever feels nice, and just let a lot of effort go. Let your breath gently stretch your belly. Revolved abdomen pose. restful eyes. Just try softening them. Senses rotate inwardly. And letting another slow breath come in. Plenty of time to also exhale. Return your head and your hips back to the center of your mat. Pick up your feet off the floor to catch your ankles or wrap around your toes, widen your knees. Supta Baddha Konasana variation, reclining down angle. Check in with your head and neck, centered and long neck. It's okay to have some support under your head at this point. 5, let's take this pose to the floor now. So carefully bring down your feet. Try to keep your lower back long from the previous position and let your hands rest on your inner legs, gently encouraging that opening. Let the big toes come apart from each other, so just the heels press. What can you soften? Your hands, your face. Let your belly breathe 2 more times. So let go of that stilling in the belly. Let it move. Good for the lymph. And then slowly, slowly let your legs stretch out. Just one little increment at a time. Keeping that openness external in your hips as you let your legs stretch out. You can add a cover. Try not to disturb yourself too much because we have pinned down the low back and the sacrum here. So we should have pretty grounded and comfortable length in that area. Centering your skull. Release open your arms. Close your eyes. Let everything relax. Feel that sensation of the practice washing over you. And now an invitation to be still and rest with it. Let your breath be quietly supportive, whatever it wants to do here. Remember, if you're challenged by a brain that wants to move forward, just still connect to the breath. Deeply connect to the body, the heart, softening and releasing all effort. Ask your shoulders to move towards the floor a little more. And let softness go all the way down to your hands and fingers. Be present with the energy of your hands and fingers. And then shift awareness to your hips, softening there. And with the breath out, let softening travel down the legs into the feet. And feel your feet for a moment with your eyes closed. Just let your brain notice their temperature, their energy. And your face, soft and open, resting face, peaceful face, a little slightest upturn towards a smile. Let it bring peacefulness. Feel that softness. Let this be a lying meditation or simply rest. like your imprint is sinking more and more deeply into the earth. Perhaps into some of the newly green grass already growing long. And let all the green of springtime awaken your heart center. Is there anything that's still holding on that you can let go of? Try to increase that level of rest. The next time you refuse to sing because you'll never fill a stadium, or decline the joy of dance for fear of looking ridiculous, or you resist risking the new adventure because you're not entirely ready, or you dim your shine because you're not completely healed and whole. The next time you hold yourself suspect because you're not entirely qualified, just remember, a bird doesn't sing because it's talented. A bird sings because it has a song. The moon doesn't only shine when it's whole. It can show up with a single sliver of itself and still light the entire night sky. Show up, sing, shine. The world needs you as you are. Gently stretch your breath again. And with plenty of time, plenty of space, slowly come back to where we began. One little thing at a time. Spending the time as you would like to spend it, gradually releasing your lying pose, transition to seated and establishing that once more. Perhaps with a little bit more freedom in your hips and spine as you sit, and weave your fingers together. Once you get there, just let the woven fingers, hands rest in your lap or on your legs. Remember to sit tall so that central channel has energy flow from the root to the crown and back to the root. Breathe in the left side of your nose. Breathe out the right side. Take that same pattern left to right. Just use your brain. Last time, inhaling the moon side left. Exhale the sun side right. Breathe through both sides 3 times, letting your hands press and finding your heart center again. Breathing in deeply, humming out your exhale or sounding Om or listening. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Remember to drink something after practice.
Whoa.